Many fish species, especially in the ocean, feed on very large bait fish. And a lot of times, they're very down in the water column. There are times when the fish are feeding right on the surface because certain species of bait fish are up there. But when you get into the cold oceans, especially like the Atlantic and the Pacific, the bait fish tend to be deeper down. Sometimes suspended and sometimes right down on the bottom in water that's 300-400 feet deep. To get there, you have to use a vertical jigging spoon, and that's what I'm holding up in my hand. This particular one is about a 6-ounce spoon. And if you look at it, you can see it's quite thick. This is one made by Williamson, which makes a lot of saltwater tackle. So one side of it is very thick, and then one side is beveled. You can see it's thin. One side has a natural finish, the other side a glow in the dark. So this spoon does one thing. When you release the line, it drops down to the bottom. And if you could see it, it has kind of a gliding action. So you pull it up and you let it fall, and it'll glide in different directions. Now, these spoons can be rigged with either a single hook, like a treble hook that I have here, or some of them come pre-rigged, as you can see, with a single hook that's on a lanyard. So depending on the type of fishing that you're doing and how aggressive the species of fish that you're going after, you can either use a treble hook or one on the lanyard. Now I'll talk a little bit about using the different weights. This particular one is about 6 ounces, and it's ideal to fish in water that's anywhere from 100 foot plus, anywhere from 100 to about 500 feet. The smaller one that I have here in my left hand is a 3-ouncer. So it'll work good in water that's anywhere from 30 to about 100 feet. And I've caught fish on both of them, fishing for these cod in the Atlantic, and I found that fishing in the shallower water, less than 100 feet, I didn't get hung up as much on the bottom, and the fish would hit the spoons much harder and they'd get hooked better. In the deeper water, I had to go to the heavier spoon to get down to where the fish are. So a good assortment of heavy spoons like this works good in the Atlantic, fishing for fish like cod or halibut in the Pacific, or even jacks and other game fish in some of our warm waters.